All right. Is this at Mayor Mark?
It is.
Mayor Mark from Danbury, Connecticut. Thank you so much for calling us. One day before your 50th birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, let's not. Thank you, but that's not something I want to brag about.
Well, it was on your Twitter feed, which is blowing up. It's really popular, and I actually we live in L.A. and I was told about you because you're becoming so popular on social media now, and I want to know, how has social media helped your public profile, but more importantly, helped you connect to people at home surfing the web in their underwear?
Well, look, it's a great way to connect with people. It's a great way to put out information that you want to put out. But if you read my feed, you'll see it's not press releases and just basic information. And when I decided to get into social media, I said, look, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be who I am. And that means I'm going to be snarky, I'm going to be cranky, I'm going to be funny, I'm going to be all those things together. And if people like it, great. And if they don't like it, then don't follow me.
Well, they seem like they're really liking it because, again, it was a complete word of mouth. I heard about you out here in L.A. And I want to know, I mean, has it helped you increase your public profile? I mean, it's your 6th term. I think you've been a mayor in Danbury since 2001, right? So, I mean, I just
started my 7th term. That's right.
And you've got you're running for governor as well, is that right?
I am, yes. I am running for governor of the Nutmeg State. Although, have you ever had nutmeg? I am concerned about that. We're going to have to change that. We're going to do 2 things. I want you to go get a map of Connecticut when you get a second. We're going to eliminate nutmeg from our lexicon. And the second thing is if you look at the state of Connecticut, you'll see this little notch that Massachusetts has that comes down at the top of the map. And we're going to take back the notch.
Yeah, steal it back.
We're going to take it back. It'll be an invasion of Massachusetts.
And I want to ask you this because you're a Republican in a very blue state. So how are you gonna? What's your plan to trick them?
Look, it's just going to be myself, right? I mean, at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing, and it's all about how you connect with people, how you talk to people, and how you encourage them to be part of the discussion and have them join you at the table. So if you can do that, I think there's no reason for compromise, and smart people compromise all the time, and that's what I'm all about, working together.
Well, and your slogan, I know, is people over politics. And how much of that is true on a mayoral level?
It's very true. When you come into my office, we really don't care what your political persuasion is. We're there to help you. That's our job. When I took office, I changed sort of the thinking, and we refer now to our residents as customers or clients. And we're there to help you and try to solve your problems. Doesn't mean we can fix them all. There's always those challenging issues, but in general, we want to make sure that everybody's treated equally and fairly and can get the most out of their government.
Well, I want to get your take on this because we had a caller just a little while ago, John in Danbury, and he was asking about, I guess they are no longer allowing cupcakes in the classroom. Classroom. What's your position on that?
Well, we're concerned. Look, it's something that the school board's doing. I mean, nobody's going to ever take away my big gulp. I just want to be clear about that. And I just think we're getting a little crazy with all of this stuff, and we got to raise our kids to eat right and to exercise and to be healthy and play a lot of Xbox. So we're rocking and rolling.
And you're a huge fan. He also brought up that you're a huge fan of The Walking Dead. Is that right?
Yeah, well, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad. I'm waiting for a hybrid show called Breaking Dead that'll come out very soon. Zombies will be selling crystal meth. I love those shows. Huge fan of those, and I've got some other favorites that are out there. And I do live tweet The Walking Dead. So, spoiler alert: if you do follow me at Mayor Mark, you'll probably have the show ruined for you. But yeah, I'm a huge zombie fan.
Well, in my last question for you, Mayor Mark, and we really appreciate you calling here on Sarcastic News Live, is you have become very human online over social media. If as you get closer to to governor, does that change anything? I mean, because it is obviously a more public office, and so do you think you'll still be able to have that connection over social media, or is that just going to naturally diminish because hey, it's a bigger office?
Well, we've had that talk internally. All of the muckety-muck campaign advisors and paid staff are like, oh, dude, you got to get rid of the Twitter. You can't do that. And, there's no way I'm going to stop tweeting. I'm who I am. And if I'm blessed to become governor, I'll be the same way. And you guys will get a kick out of it some days. And sometimes, what I love doing about Twitter is just putting up, like, the weirdest stuff. Yeah. And then having people try to figure out what you mean by all that. And argue back and forth for hours about what the meaning
Mind
is.
freak.
Right. Vine's good, too. But I'm just learning Vine. I'm fixated on Vine, by the way. I want to become a Vine, million follower person. I'm figuring that out right now.
I know. Wow. I noticed that. You did one with the kids in the snow and everything, right? Like with the schools closed, and I saw you do one of those too. That's I don't even know when did you get into social media? Because I literally just found out Vine was like a week ago. Like that's how long have you known about this stuff?
I'm into it all, right? So I got on Twitter like 2008. I was like an early adopter. Facebook, I'm on Facebook, but it's torturous. But how many times can you be, Susie needs the farm animal and stuff like that. But I love Twitter. Vine, I get a kick out of. I'm on Tumblr. I'm on some of these other ones that I play around with a little bit. But the most potential I see really is with Vine and with Twitter. But Vine is hysterical. I just hate debating whether I should put it out, but for the next school closing, a little vignette of The Godfather where I play the Godfather and I'm arguing with the superintendent. And then the last line is like, don't worry, kids, I'm going to give an offer you can't refuse. And,
nice.
We're going to close school. But it's hysterical because I have the music playing in the background and my office is all darkly lit. So we're just having a good time with it.
Well,
I have nothing else to do all day but sit around and think about how to be funny on Vine.
I was going to say, if you don't become governor, you should move out to L.A. and start a career in acting or in movies. I mean,
good ideas.
Well, that's Mayor Mark Boughton of Danbury, Connecticut. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy 29th birthday to you.
Thanks. Peace and love. Peace and love.